The stock market is trading like shitcoins in a very cheap casino where the drinks aren't even free and the ones you buy are super watered down. You gotta be concerned when you see the biggest companies in the world swinging 15, 20% at a time for no really good reason. How's this affecting Bitcoin? Well, not really. Kind of chopping sideways, although, there's the argument, obviously, that everything is correlated, blah, blah, blah. We're going to talk about all of this and what to look for going into the weekend. Let's go.
Let's go.
What is up, everybody? I am Scott Melker, also known as the Wolf of all streets. Before we get started, please subscribe to the channel and take that little piece of your pen that you accidentally just broke off. Can you see that? Drop it directly on your like button and see if it's heavy enough. Do a little science experiment. When you were a kid, like where they'd be like, the egg drop. Let's see how high you can go up with your stupid rubber bands and Lincoln logs and put an egg in it. See if it'll break. And everyone's egg breaks because eggs break when you drop them off of high shit. Is there really no sound? Someone's yelling no sound. And I have a feeling that there's sound. Is there no sound? God damn it. Yeah, of course there's sound, Habib. Man, god damn it. So annoying. So annoying. So annoying. Turn your sound on, maybe. Maybe turn your sound on, and maybe that would help. And don't yell about it in the chat 19 times in a row. No sound, no sound, no sound, no sound, no sound, no sound. Yeah, great. You're out. You're lucky you're not getting muted, bruh. Anywho, yeah, man. Stock market all over the damn place. How you guys doing today? This is going to be my last stream of the week. It's Friday. How you guys doing over there? Yeah. Tom, if you preferred no sound, that just means that you think I'm super handsome and you literally just come here to stare at my face. That's right, Tom. Breathe it in. Real man right here. Yeah, I think we've established that it was you, buddy. I think we've established that. Considering there's like hundreds of people here who can hear me totally fine. Anyways, guys, let's dig right in because we got shit to do. Yeah, you're right.
Oh no!
You suck again. It's okay, man. We know you're here all the time. You're a dedicated follower. Just don't scream into my chat about shit that's not happening. Let's take a look at what's happening in this world. Bitcoin Ether advances, Amazon shares surge, buoys tech stocks. So many things there that have nothing to do with one another. So like Bitcoin's flat, Ethereum's up. I didn't even think to bring it up with the Ethereum chart, but we will. And apparently that has something to do with Amazon being up, even though Facebook was going down and everything's all over the place. Right? Let's talk about the stock market for a second. When one of the biggest companies in the world, Meta, Facebook, Snapface, InstaChat, GameFace, I don't know what we call them. I don't even know what their name is. Zuckfest loses 25% of its value. Just the loss is equivalent to the market cap of 460 of the 500 companies in the S&P 500. Probably a sign that the stock market's not behaving rationally and that things are not that healthy, right? So obviously that was 2 days ago. We saw everything dump when Facebook had the largest drop in the history of any stock ever. Well, Amazon reported earnings last night. They beat earnings and went up like 15%. Snapchat was down 23% on the day yesterday. Market closed by 6:05. Their stock was up 35%. 35%. Up, down 23, back up 35%, because apparently people really hated and then loved Snapchat 23% less and 35% more in one day. And Amazon earnings is really something worth digging into. They missed their revenue for last quarter. That's bad. Projected 4% less revenue for this quarter. That's bad. And complained of supply issues and a 15% increase in expenses. But they beat earnings because of a repricing of Rivian that they own, which is just basically padding the books, right? And because Amazon Web Services are crushing. Therefore, they ended up beating earnings, even though their revenue is getting smashed. Also, they're doing so poorly, they have to raise the price of Prime by $2. But admittedly, anyone who uses Amazon Prime, by the way, I'm a huge Amazon bull. I think it's the best, one of the best companies in the world. But Amazon Prime going up in price when we all know that you order shit on Prime and they generally don't have it and it doesn't come in 2 days anyways. Bottom line, stock market is not reacting anymore to earnings. I just thought of this, so run with me here. I don't know where this is going to go. Let's consider the stock market a circus. Let's call it global markets a circus. Let's call it the lamest show on earth. Step right up to the lamest show on earth, right? And we've got all these people at the circus, right? All these characters. We got the bearded lady, Janet Yellen. No, actually, she'd be the ringmaster because she's yelling. You get it? So she's the ringmaster. Star of the show, tight guy who walks up on the tightrope. That's Jerome Powell, right? And he's got his team of people that help him tightrope, like the trapeze people and stuff. Those are, we'll call them politicians and big banks. I have no idea where this is going. Sorry. Okay, so Jerome Powell gets out there on the tightrope, right? And he's in his tights, the leotard, right? And he's out there, and he's got like two big ass weights in his hands, right? Two big ass weights. One of those weights is, we'll call that inflation. The other weight, we'll call that the stock market. And he's just doing this, right? He's like, oh, and the crowd is, ooh, ah. And us, the normal people, we paid a really expensive ticket for admission, and the ticket price just keeps going up for some reason, right? And he's like, oh, let me do this inflation thing. And so he's doing this balancing act, right? Doing this balancing act where he's like, well, if I raise rates, ooh, stock market going to go down, but inflation will go down, and he doesn't know which one. And the problem is to stay balanced, he's got to like thread the needle and do this perfect balancing act between the two. And you have the other people there up there, right? There's the politicians, and they're jumping on the rope too. And if he drops either of these, they fall, they die, they lose their jobs. There's no net, they die. Right? Because if inflation keeps going up at the midterm elections in November, Democrats lose everything. If the stock market dumps, Democrats lose everything. So they have to be this perfect balancing act where maybe we dump a little bit now and then they pump more, right? And then you have the big banks. They're helping. They're helping to make sure he doesn't fall. How are they helping? Well, Jerome Powell in December goes, hey, we're going to do 3 rate hikes. He's still holding the things, right? 3 rate hikes. And then the banks go, oh, no, Jerome, we're pricing in 5. And then what happens? Anything that Jerome Powell says less than 5, all of a sudden is good news. I'm doing 4, bro. Better than you guys thought. Market pumps, right? So I don't know. You think Jerome can stay up on that tightrope? Think Jerome can stay up on that tightrope? I don't know, man. But the Fed has got to be perfect. And the reality of it is, how's this all tie back? Everything that's happening in the markets right now is about liquidity. And not only is it about liquidity, it's about the idea of liquidity. So I don't know if they're going to keep printing money, but I need to know if they're going to keep printing more money than I think that they might print based on what they might have said. And that is the Kabuki Theater lamest show on earth circus that we are currently witnessing. Cool. Don't know where that all came from, but I'm pretty proud of it. Anyways, speaking of Bitcoin and banks and people that hate shit, JP Morgan Asset Management Chief slams Bitcoin in Maltese Falcoin report. You see what he did there? The Maltese Falcon, you guys remember this film from 1940s, 1941 probably. The Maltese Falcon was this priceless artifact that came to like be a symbol of greed and excess. And then in the end of the movie, it's fake, right? Well, he's so clever because JP Morgan's so smart that he called it the Maltese Falcoin. See what he did? Falcoin. Do you see that? Play on words. Basically, I'll just tell you what happened. He shit all over everything crypto horribly. He said, even if I wanted to buy this, I wouldn't because I would never be able to forgive myself. Wrote 30 pages on this, right? right? It said all of our use cases are brittle, store value, cross-border remittances, decentralized finance, NFTs, and blockchain adoption in general. Basically, the biggest haterade report in the history of everything that's ever happened in our space. You guys should read it. Maltese Falcoin. What a massive hater. But let's take a look at a few charts real quick. Take a look at a few charts. Here we go. Bitcoin right here. Whoa, is it pumping? Dang, son. I didn't even know. Didn't even know, son. We're back at this is the weekly chart right here. And don't. It's pumping. It's great. It's the best. Nothing's happened. We do want to see 2 green weekly candles in a row. That would confirm the bullishness of this. But ultimately, we got to get above these lines as the weekly chart. This is great. It's great to see some things happening. But this is all just sideways. I mean, you can't get excited about this. But look, guys, the Bollinger Band's banding. We're breaking above, potentially, don't want to do this, the center line of the Bollinger Band, which puts 42,000-ish in sight. We're going to have to see what happens here. But actually, this was a nice daily candle yesterday. Hadn't looked at it, a little hammer. And now we're seeing some bullish follow through. And this volume will inevitably be an increase on that volume. So worth watching the daily candle today. Could get interesting for Bitcoin. But, bro, I'm not doing it. 39.6, call me. We can have a conversation. Just like I told you at 53, which we never got back above. Right? Pump before bigger dump. Dump before bigger pump. Sideways before my ways, before guideways. Those aren't even words. I don't know, man. Nobody knows. Shit's just doing some shit. Yeah. Let's take a look at ETH. I hadn't looked. I didn't plan to pull it up, but they mentioned it in that article, which means we have to pull it up. Yeah. Oh, wow. Alt's actually ETH outperforming Bitcoin on this pump. Kind of interesting. That's good. Well, maybe not on this pump. Let's see. On the daily. Yeah, it is. It's up. ETH looking good. That means it's going to be crushing here, which means my Bored Ape that I want to buy and never will is getting more expensive. But once again, guys, coming into resistance, 29.28. If it can flip that, we'll start talking about 33.73. ETH looking good, though. This is looking strong. This looks strong. A little stronger than Bitcoin, to be quite honest. Let's take a look at Amazon. Oh, my God. These are the biggest companies in the world, and this is what their charts look like. Right? Yeah, they crushed on earnings and it got them all the way back to 2 days ago. 2 days ago, it was 31, dumped on Facebook down to 27. This is Amazon back to 31.21. All I know is this shit ain't healthy, but I'm buying. I've been buying. I bought Facebook stock today. Call me crazy. I am. Bought Facebook stock at the open today. Why? 200 MA on the weekly. Facebook has now, I want nothing to do with Facebook. I hate them, but I like money. And I'm taking a shot. Taking my shot. But guys, right off the 200 MA, look, this last time we were at these prices is here, July and August of 2020. Facebook erased basically like 18 months of price action in one night. Yeah, it looks so bad that I felt long-term that I had to buy it. Yeah, maybe the sell-off continues. Fact is, though, basically every fund everywhere in the world is exposed in some way to Meta and Facebook. They've all got that little taste. All got that little taste. Yeah, bro, I don't give. I hate Facebook. I do like the Oculus. That thing's cool. But I hate this company. But come on, man. I don't know if Facebook was worth 25% less overnight. The question is if the mean reversion is way lower because they were so overvalued. But I'm willing to take a shot on it. Thank you. I came up with that in my mind while it was happening, and I'm not sure if it made sense, but it felt like it made sense, and that shit is awesome. Okay, so listen, Mark Zuckerberg is taking it on the chin. I bought a little Facebook stock. Amazon, pumping hard on numbers that don't make much sense. Welcome to the... By the way, bottom line, this is not bull market stuff. I mean, let's look at like this, let's QQQ, NASDAQ, like this, all this, not bull market stuff. These massive moves, these candles, that crazy. I bought some QQQ the other day down here. And listen, these are bullish weekly charts on the market. If we see bullish follow through, this looks kind of like the Bitcoin chart, right? Where we had that hammer down here. We'll see how it ends. But like this level of volatility is not a signal of a healthy stonk market. MicroStrategy sailor floats new path to buy Bitcoin. This dude is such a mega uber giga super chad. It's like bananas at this point, what this guy's doing, right? He went out and said, you know what? Futures ETFs are trash. He's like, even a spot Bitcoin ETF will have fees. You know what you want to do? You want to buy MicroStrategy stock instead of buying any other way of exposing Bitcoin. Forget even buying Bitcoin. Just buy MicroStrategy stock. Here you go. If you're looking for a leveraged Bitcoin play, whoa, aren't we all? With spot exposure that's got positive yield, then MicroStrategy is the only game in town. Wow, man. Wow. And here you go. He's obviously said he's going to keep buying, but check this out. The firm is also considering alternative methods to make future big Bitcoin purchases, because taking out debt and any cash you have available is not enough. Probably the most compelling and interesting ones are to generate yield off the 110,000 Bitcoin that are currently unpledged. I was the first person to ask him that in my interview. I said, bro, like you got all this stuff. Why not earn yield? And he was like, earning 5% is not worth the risk. I don't know how to do the risk. Maybe they're figuring out the risk now. But here's the kicker. Or to borrow against that 110,000 Bitcoin and then reinvest in more Bitcoin. I wouldn't even do that. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. If you have a long-term vision and you can cover the margin call if it drops massively, but borrowing against an asset to be leveraged on that same asset to buy more of that asset, that is risky shit. And I am here for it. Do it, buddy. Do it. I love it. I love it. But I'm not doing it. He should do it. I'm not doing it, but he should do it. Is Bitcoin still pumping? You guys are talking about big numbers. Good. We can finally get a reversal. We're over 39,600 right now. I said, talk to me when we did. Now we're there. We're above it. We did it. Yeah, we haven't done it yet. This is resistance. This is the resistance that you should not be spontaneously orgasming about right now. Because this is where most moves go to die. Strong resistance. And this is the first time that we're really testing it. See, already below it. Don't get too excited. But listen, you can't break resistance without testing it. So it's great to be there. It's great to be there. I'm happy. I'm happy for all of you. Happy. I was glad I was here to see this moment, even if we get rejected. Jump trading backstops Wormhole 320 million exploit loss. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. We all saw this huge exploit in the Wormhole that broke the time-space continuum and also Solana, where somebody basically used a dumb contract to steal a whole bunch of monies, WETH, right? Well, the Wormhole's parent company, which is Jump Trading, they just came in. They're like, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and put 120,000 Ether back in there and fix this. Yeah. Yeah. They went ahead and just took care of it for you, which is awesome. They have replenished the lost ETH and people will not lose their money. But yeah, still very, very important to realize that we are dealing with nascent technology here. There will be exploits, there will be bad actors, and there won't always be daddy to come in with his big bank account to backstop your trust fund. That won't always be a thing. This was the second largest exploit in the history of DeFi and crypto, pretty much. Get your ads off of me. Metaverse tokens, AXS sand plummet as Meta reports $10 billion loss. This one made me laugh because just yesterday, CoinDesk reported Meta dumps, but Metaverse tokens are unaffected. And we reported it. And we looked at them. And now Meta dumps. Everything Metaverse related is dead. Let's take a look. Axie Infinity looks fine. Went from 55 to 48. This is what they're calling a dump. And this was the pump. Great. Great. Actually, Axie looks kind of good above 48.10. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. It's ranging there, though. And Sand, this looks great. Looks like a beautiful, nice retest. So this was when Facebook dumped 2 days ago when they said that they were unaffected. And this is now when they're saying that Metaverse tokens are dumping. It's dumb, man. Dumb. Anyways, no. Boston Fed, MIT see promise in possible digital dollar code. Yeah, we know the Boston Fed has gone to MIT to try to figure out what the underlying technology would be for a digital central bank digital currency. I don't know, man. I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe a blockchain. But no, that actually may not be crypto related at all, and it may not be based on a blockchain. And frankly, that might be smart for them because they're a central bank, and centralized systems, at least now, are much faster than decentralized ones. Like Visa's network is a hell of a lot faster than any of our blockchains. That's just a fact. There are advantages to centralization for speed. And so that's what they're working on building right now. They said the researchers created and examined 2 possible code bases, including one that was capable of handling 1.7 million transactions per second. Ethereum's like, we got 12, bruh. I don't know. Ethereum's low, though. Really fast, way faster than Visa or any of these, which you would need, if you're going to do every single dollar transaction. Bank of America has made the bold claim, if you guys missed it, that we will have a central bank digital currency between the years of 2025 and 2030. Imagine being paid to make guesses that insanely accurate. Within a window of 5 years, we probably might get something, maybe. Miami receives first payout from City Coins protocol. This is really cool. We've talked about it before. City Coins built on stacks. We saw Francis Suarez adopt this. You were able to mine it. I didn't. I've told you about this. I had a meeting with Miami Coins, and they were like, yeah, bro, you should start mining this stuff. And I was like, yeah, I don't have time for that. And I would have probably made many monies. But I had to go get stacks, and I had to do the thing, and there was technology, and I forgot. I have ADD. I was like, who'd I have a call with? But yeah, they just made their first disbursement, $5.25 million to the city of Miami to use as they see fit. A proportion of the earnings goes to the city. The rest goes to the miners and stakers, although I think they call them stackers on Stack. Right. And we've seen New York City coin, and they will be building these out all over the place. But this is actually a really interesting story of actual utility and adoption. Right. They created this thing. The city endorses it. It makes money for the city. It makes money for the people and spreads adoption of our beloved coins. Where's Bitcoin at? I got to look. 39.6. That's where it's at. We can start talking now. Ooh, everybody loves a good story of 1 inch, except for every woman on the world in the world. 1 inch rolls out new liquidity pools. Sounds dirty. Optimized for stablecoin swaps. We all know that in history, 1 inch has never actually caused a liquidity pool. You guys can just deal with that one. It's a couple layers deep, and it's disgusting. 1 inch rolls out new liquidity pools optimized for stable coin swaps. Basically, you'll be able to make 5 to 10% yield by using this earn product that's been rolled out by 1 inch. 1 inch recently closed a 175 million Series B in December and announced plans to begin offering institutional grade services. This becomes interesting if institutions use it, because we all know that 5 to 10% yield, not that high in crypto, but if institutions can reliably provide liquidity, get that liquidity going, girl. Provide liquidity, and earn yield in a secure environment, that would absolutely be hugely massive for institutions. But really, I just wanted to bring this up because it's been a long time since I've been able to make a 1 inch joke. And it also had liquidity. Guys, be careful. You don't want to get liquefied. 1 inch doing nothing. Yeah. Here's a 1 inch chart. Haven't looked at it in a long time. There's hope. Let's see. I opened it and I didn't actually draw anything. I would say that if you're holding this low, that's pretty good. Pretty good. This does look like bearish consolidation. Beep. But here's your next resistance. Here's the level you got to get above. This at the moment, the market's not reacting too well to this. You do have higher lows. We also have a bit of a bear flaggy. I don't know. Wouldn't get too excited about 1 inch right now. And I wouldn't actually just get that excited about 1 inch ever. Not the coin, just. Why was there an 11.7 million gold cube in Central Park? Crypto, of course. I've read some stupid things. And I've been slightly dismissive of certain things in NFTs. And I wanna not be such a Debbie Downer, but this is one of the dumber things I've ever read ever in my entire life. And that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. Artist Nicolas Costello designed the solid 24-karat gold cube as part of his upcoming Cast token NFT launch. This is a publicity stunt for a token launch for a bunch of artistic NFTs that have nothing to do with gold, where he's loosely like, well, crypto is digital gold, bro. So I fashioned a gold cube. You literally just bought like $12 million worth of gold and sent it to somebody to turn it into a box. And he's like, and your token is the farthest thing from Bitcoin or digital gold. I mean, great. Good publicity stunt. But here, as for what Cast could be used for, it isn't yet clear. This is the token he's launching that this was a publicity stunt for. The marketing surrounding the token says its use cases are for the promotion of artistic talent, to invest in exclusive products, and to buy NFTs. Fuck is this? The gold cube can be considered a physical representation of the Cast token, and perhaps even crypto more generally, and Bitcoin specifically. Bitcoin is often referred to as digital gold. Did he miss the part where shit coins are not? He should have done a humongous $11 million poop square. Poop square. God, man. Come on, man. Ugh. So stupid. Maybe Cast token's going to be super great. And I don't know. But this makes absolutely, utterly no sense.
Oh, no. We suck again.
Tickets to this year's Super Bowl will come with souvenir NFTs. That's cool, because you need an NFT to go with your Super Bowl ticket. It's going to be a part of a partnership between the NFL and Ticketmaster. The NFT will be marked with the fan's unique section, row, and seat, according to a press release accompanying the announcement. And then you'll try to sell the NFT of your ticket to someone who didn't go. No, I guess this is just so you have a cool souvenir. Listen, we all love to keep the tickets from the games we go to. Having an NFT as such, actually kind of cool. Not a big story, but interesting that they're going this extra step for the people who are the Super Bowl. And I want to get on to the story of the day that matters. I use TaylorMade's. Very forgiving. Fucking poop square. Print a poop square. It's a shit coin. It's not digital gold. Bitcoin is. This is the story of the year. I still can't. I read it 3 times and I don't understand it at all. Maryland man drugs father to access his $400,000 in Bitcoin. Liam Gershoni, a Maryland man in his 20s, spiked his father's tea with drugs in order to access his Bitcoin holdings worth $400,000. Now, this kid's got problems. He's a drug addict. His dad said he was afraid he was going to lose him. He's been in and out of rehab, doing coke as an upper and doing benzodiazepine as a downer. Well, he put some benzos in his dad's tea. Put some benzos in his dad's tea to knock him unconscious so that he could gain control of his crypto account, not to sell it and take the cash out, but so he could take the Bitcoin and convert 60% of it into Ethereum. He wanted control. He said, he left a note that said, didn't have to be like this. I'm going to give you the best retirement. That's what he said to his dad. Yeah. And his dad, thing is, his dad didn't wake up. 4 days. And says his son called to check on him when he got worried that something might be wrong. You know, like the fact that he had drugged his father himself and hasn't heard from him. 4 days to recover, hospitalized from dehydration and acute organ dysfunction because he wanted his dad's coins. But the crazy thing, I have to find it. I have to find the quote of why he said he did it. Because basically he was like, he said his dad, it was too attached to his crypto. Where is it? I don't know. Either way, his quote was basically like, yeah, my dad was too emotionally attached to his crypto. Like when I first read it, I was thinking, well, his dad wanted to sell it. His son didn't want to sell it. He wanted to give him a good retirement. So he drugged him and made sure that he couldn't sell it. But he said his dad was way too emotionally attached to his thing. So maybe this kid's an ETH maxi and drugged his dad to make sure that 60% of his, and by the way, 40% Bitcoin, 60% ETH, not the worst portfolio balance. Maybe you'd flip that around. Yeah, this kid basically killed his dad to gain control, but not sell it, just to convert some of it into ETH. Well, don't really know how to end the day better than that. What's the price of Bitcoin right now? 39,757. Bitcoin's pumping, boy. We might actually make it. Oh no, we don't suck again. Pretty good. You know what? We're gonna look at this chart again. I have a podcast in a few minutes. Look at that. Get there, girl. Where's my volume? Where's my volume on the chart? Show it to me. There it is. Woo. Yeah. That's pretty good. Break it through the center line of the B bands. That's going to give us a target of 43.3 if we can break that on the daily. Although that'll come down. Maybe 42. Maybe we get through this 39 and then we can start talking about how important 42 is. And if we don't get above that, we still suck. But yeah, guys, there's a lot of volume here. Shit is happening. You know what? I apologize to everybody who thinks that I'm going to get paid my $7 in revenue for this stream because
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I want my $2.
Biflation.
All right. Look at that. Oh, I guess as long as we're not getting paid today. All right, guys. All right. Bitcoin popping off a little bit. But look, right back below 39,600. Telling you, man. It's a real resistance right there. Guys, it's been really fun. I'm going to holler at you guys on Monday. Because it's Friday. It's the weekend. We're going to go get it. Go get it. Forget it. Hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend. I know I intend to. It's going to be epic. And by epic, I mean I'll just have to be like parenting the whole time. Hope you guys have a more exciting weekend than that. Peace.